Hi there everybody, it's me Andy and welcome to another Let's Play. This is for a game called Firewatch. I had seen this game advertised on Steam a while ago, I'd heard about it, and was waiting for it to come out, and apparently it finally came out I think sometime last week or so, towards the end of February. So I went ahead and got it. It wasn't too expensive. I think it was $19, somewhere in there, $15 or $19. And so all I've done so far is set up, I haven't gone into the game or anything. I set up OBS to record and went to the settings here, and I've got my settings set on Ultra. My computer should be able to handle it just fine. So we're going to go in here and see it. This, I don't think it's really so scary. It's supposed to be like an adventure game and everything. So considering the amount of camping that I have done, this should be quite interesting. So I'm just going to go right into it. New game. Empty slot. Sounds like I'm in a restaurant. In cooperation with Panic Inc. I like that name of a company, Panic Inc. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. UC Julia. Okay. Music. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby Colorado University, Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You're drunk. Oh, great. Oh, so I gotta make choices in here. Alright. So, what's your, major? Let's see. You're pretty. If I was drunk, that's what I would say. That's the kind of drunk I am. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. Oh, okay. So the moral here is you need to get drunk. Approach a girl and tell her she's pretty, and then she buys you a cheeseburger and you end up with a girlfriend. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, okay, we're in an elevator. Left click to use objects. We got a backpack here. Alright, I'm in a basement somewhere. We will get in the pick 'em up truck. I'm in the pick 'em up truck. Okay. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. I don't drink beer that often. I make my own beer, but I don't drink it that often. Julia wants to get a dog. Cool! I love dogs. I got lots of doggies here. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Yeah, but I always would defer to whoever I love. So, and I like beagles too. I like all dogs. So we'll get the beagle. You pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. Sounds like my daughter Monica. Bucket is a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him too. You love him too. Okay. 1979. You walk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. You know, the funny thing is, 1979, I was 13. Yeah, because, I turned 50 this year myself. Old fart playing computer games. So here, these people were already adults. They'd be a lot older than me now. What do you think about kids? Great, man. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots, I would tell her that'd be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. You don't have to be married to have kids, but okay. Oh. Oh, look at the stylization, the way they did this. That's really cool looking. Okay, so it's cartoony, but not too cartoony. They made it look... Team Fortress, Team Fortress, Team Fortress. That's what this looks like. This place looks like Team Fortress. This is cool. Cool. My hand even looked kind of cartoony looking. Yeah, come on. Oh, I can see my pee here. Ooh. Are we dancing? Hello, I'm dancing, Okay. Oh, that leaf went right through me. Let's see here. Thoroughfare trailhead. Oh, we're going to go hiking. Yeah, I've been hiking. All sorts of interesting places. No fireworks. Do not forget to check in. You're in their country. Bears. Yeah, learn to live with bears. Yeah. Warning. Thoroughfare trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Sure. Alright, well, let's go on down this trail. Hi-ho! Hi, oh wait, we're gonna play the game, or we're gonna, 1980. It's Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call, you're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. I just heard a door open and close. Oh no, it's in game. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad or you ignore her. Well, you know, I've been plenty of times Tracy came home really late. She just lost track of time. And she was, you know, jabbering with fellow co-workers and stuff like that. And, you know, with no cell phone or something like that, you know, it's a long drive out here because we live out in our country. So, yeah, I was angry, but I was angry because I was scared for her is what it is. I'd do that. I would get mad. I would never call her an inconsiderate asshole, though. Oh. She tells you to go F yourself and not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. I wouldn't have gone that way with the discussion. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like a He-Man, or you frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. I would do the He-Man pose. You look awesome. Oh, whoa. Oh, no, you need to be careful jumping down like that. Especially on a hiking trail. It's getting the evening time. You get hurt, man. So, is this story leading up to why we're hiking? That's really pretty. I like the way they did that. That's a very sharp sticks there. So where am I going? What's going on? And I forgot to look at the clock when I started this. There's a sign. What's it say? 2 forts. 8 miles. Fire lookout. 8 mile still. We're headed for the fire tower? Okay. Space bar to climb. Oh, okay. Yep, that is pretty. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking bucket at night. There's a festival. Oh, we're walking the dog. Walking bucket the dog. There's a festival in town and it brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Big mistake. Bucket gets kicked. Julia yells, she gets flustered, she has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. I beat his goddamn face in. Actually, I wouldn't beat his face in. I'd do something else. Let's just say he wouldn't be getting back up. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. No, I wouldn't have. Apparently, yeah, of course, this guy was never in the military. Trust me. Julie asks you to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. I should say, since you were talking about kids 5 years previously. It don't take much to have kids unless there's physical problems. Julie gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her to not take the job. Agree if she commutes back and forth. See, this would be hard. Because, see, you know, if I convince her not to take a job, she might regret it. And then act very resentful towards me. Resent it and stuff like that. At the same time, a 2,000-mile commute, I mean, that's... Well, I'll go with the way I would have acted. I wouldn't tell her not to take the job. I would actually, I mean, I absolutely do not want to move, but... You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. Yeah, she agrees and flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. How long are you going to stay in school? 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember that she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. Well, that's kind of a major incident. I don't think I would make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. You know, it would be like there's something wrong. Maybe you need to talk to someone. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, you are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset of dementia. She's 41. Alright, not impossible. No, it's not impossible, but most of my experience with it is older people that have dementia. You both decide to keep it secret for now. Oh. Yeah, we're camping at night. Ooh, look at it. Ooh, little bugs flying around. Oh, that is so cool. Journal. Pick up journal. What's in the journal? I'm going to have to do a circle blur. Bucket is getting older, the dog, the beagle. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get Julia, who calls you a dope, and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love, and after 5 minutes goes into a panic believing her dad's at the door. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia. Oh, she's from Australia. To visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten each day. She gets worse. I've seen this. It's Alzheimer's. My grandmother died from it. And it's bad. Alzheimer's is a really bad thing to get. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. This is a decision we had to make with my grandmother. We brought her it got to the point we knew she could not live by herself in her house. It was too dangerous. We were also worried about her following and stuff. You know, she was in her 80s. So we brought her out here to live. She lived with my parents next door, yeah, in their house and everything. And for a while there, my dad hadn't retired yet. His work schedule had him working, in the night, and my stepmother had to go to work. And since it was in an evening time, I was home. So what I would do is I would go over and babysit her, my grandmother. Now at that point, she still remembered me, just okay, but she called my dad Doodah and kept thinking he was someone else. That's her own son. And my children, who were grown at this point, she kept asking about how they were doing in school, and she meant, elementary school. So, and I remember it was one time she kept washing her hands all the time. And there was one time she overflowed the sink, and I got it shut off, was cleaning it up. And I was just chuckling with her, but she looked at me like, "You won't tell on me, will you?" I was like... But eventually down the road, after about 9 months or so of that, she got to the point where she had to go to assisted living. We didn't have the time, because of jobs and everything else, to be able to provide her with the care. One of the things I was so horrified and worried about having to do was to take care of her in a bathroom. I just don't know if I could have done that. Luckily, I never had to do that. But it was going to get to that point. And so she ended up having to go into assisted care. And it was about 5 months or so later, she passed away. Her heart just stopped. And at that point, she just didn't know who she was, where she was, or anything. It was really horrible. You decide to move to a full-time care facility. You're determined to take care of her by yourself. That's what I would want to do with the woman that I love. But at the same time, if I have to work, and I gotta have an income and pay rent or house payment or anything else, I wouldn't be able to do that. She would have to go to a full-time care facility. It'd be no choice in it. Oh, we're back up. We woke up. Did we pick up all our stuff that quick? Well, it's really pretty down there. It's very pretty. Got plenty of hikes I've been on up in the foothill trails. Really pretty. Woohoo! Now, some of this you need to be careful. Moss grows on that, and moss is slick. Even without any rain or anything like that, you could fall and break your leg and break your ankle or anything, and then you'd be in a lot of trouble. Oh, look, there's a deer. Ooh, I would not get any closer. Why? It's just a deer. Yeah, did you see the points on those horns? Bucks can be very aggressive, and they weigh a lot more than you or me. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. Yeah, of course. Then every other day. No, it would be every day. You go out to the bar with your friend. Now, see, I wouldn't do this. I hate playing someone that does stuff that I wouldn't do. It's not the same. You get the feeling that everywhere wife tells her husband, you get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. 1989, Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by, Bucket dies. Well, yeah, I can see that. Julie doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. It's not how it works. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Didn't you have a job before? What were you doing before? You were a student for like 10 years or something like that? Enter the lookout tower. Oh, so this is going to be our job, but we're a park ranger working a fire station? It took us a couple days to hike. 8 miles? No. It does not take you 8 miles to go in a day. I know, I've been on one of those hikes. It does not take you a whole day to go 8 miles. Unless the trail is really horrible. Very hard. Okay, well, let's go up these stairs. I'm going to have to cut this first part short because I don't want the videos to be longer than 20 minutes. Chicken mark. So I'm going to come up here. Beautiful moon. Look at that. And then, oh, outhouse. Better than a bucket in a hole in the ground. Okay, done that too. Ooh, we're going way up here. Ah, beautiful. Propane tanks. Boards. There's a door. Ooh. There's a building or something way over there on that hill. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to stop the video here and go into part 2. So very interesting. Really sad beginning there. Plus, it's kind of hard for me to play a game where I have to make choices, and it's like some of the choices are, no, that's not how I would do that. Stuff like that. So, oh, one thing, let me go ahead, restart current day. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to save my game here, just to save. Okay, I'm going to stop this here, and I will continue on the next video. I'm going to, do recordings for this entire game and everything. But love the graphics. This should be really interesting. So I hope you guys have a great day, great night out there, wherever you are. Please take care of yourself and stay safe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, I need to leave this place, so I need to go that way. You guys are messed up. Keep on you. Play games like this. Oh shit, no. Okay, so that's where the elevator's at. I guess I gotta finish exploring this place. No, at least the pipes aren't suddenly bursting on me. The pipe did burst, damn it. Whew.